Hello everyone and welcome back. Welcome back to our video. And ladies, you probably can guess I really do have a nice and easier week because I decided that I would catch up on some topics, and so here I am. I'm back with a video, the second day in a row, and I'm so happy because I have so many things that I wanted to talk to you about. Today I would like to dedicate, without any further ado, I would like to dedicate this video to my Reborn discussion, to my Reborn collector's musings diary, as I call it. And you know me, I love discussions. I've been doing discussion videos for over a year and a half, ever since I got on YouTube. And I think they're very important because we as collectors, the very same way as artists, we are growing. We learn as we go. So what was okay with me the last year, or what were my preferences, they do not necessarily have to be the same today. So I thought that I would go more in depth in certain topics, and that's preferences, styles, pet peeves, this kind of thing. And today I would like to discuss common mistakes I think not only myself but a lot of Reborn collectors out there are making in this hobby. And I'm going to use my own situation, my own recent situation, but while I'm doing it, I would like to put Ella into something easy breezy, and I already undressed her, so my video wouldn't be 30 minutes long because who has time for that. So I'm going to put her into this side snap shirt, long sleeve shirt, and I received a few days ago, I ordered these little diaper covers, and they are newborn size, which is so cute because it's so hard to find small diaper covers, guys. And I have few colors. I'm going to put her into the pink one. And I also received my, how do you call this? Oh my gosh, these diapers. Reusable diapers. They're cloth diapers. So I'm going to put her into this, and I'm going to use the little bib that Deanna got us. It's so nice. I absolutely love it. It's pure white and goes with everything. And I will pair it with little knit booties. So let me start on her. So my topic today would be common mistakes that I did, or I do actually think that a lot of us collectors are making this mistake, or these mistakes I'm going to mention. What's happening there? Okay. So what happened was about 2 months ago, when I sold my Twin A, I just got my Eevee. It was almost 3 months ago. So I'm out there. Usually, guys, I'm not browsing for new sculpts, and I will talk about that. Why is that in my next discussion video? But I was there looking on. I was on Facebook, and I received these notifications, and I received notification that Natalie was posting the new pictures of her, one of her prototypes. She was working on the prototype of this baby, and when I saw that baby, guys, I fell in love. And of course, I didn't get it because first of all, it was a prototype, it was not cheap, and second of all, I just got my Eevee. And I do not like to do back to back getting babies because I just can't. I have trouble bonding. I'm going to put little Wonder Wafer, which I used for a few weeks, but it still smells nice. I don't see the point of throwing it away right now, so I'll just put it on her. And her hair, guys, she really needs to go to see Cynthia. I'm starting to find hair, which really, stresses me out. But I think, look, she's She's an Esme kid. She's 19 inches, and look how nicely this diaper cover fits her. So cute. I'm so happy. So what happened? I decided I was completely in love with that baby, guys, and I decided I would get the blanket, and somewhere down the road maybe I would get her done. As you know, this happened to me quite a few times because I do have quite few kids at home. But then thinking about it, I started talking to Susie because Susie was fixing my melon, or fixing. She was doing some adjustments for me, adding some paint and fixing her shine. So I talked to her and I asked her, like, Susie, what would you think if if I asked you to do a custom for me? What would be, we started discussing things. And Susie, by Susie I mean Susie from Ruby Rose Reborns here on YouTube, my friend Susie. So what? Okay, guys, yeah. So what happened? I ordered the kit. Susie got the kit. Well, first Carrie, my friend Carrie from Care Bears Little Angels, she got the kit because it was shipped to her house. She was getting quite few kits for herself because Carrie's an artist as well, as you know. And she sent me these pictures with this body that was huge. It was absolutely horrible body on that kit. And that was the first moment when I was like, oh my gosh, I was not feeling the kid or the body. I did not like even the way the kid looked unpainted. And that was the mistake, guys, that I made. I fell in love with a certain baby. I didn't fall in love with the kit itself. I didn't even bother to check the blank kit, how it looked. And then, as days went on, the kit, as it started to be, at first I got it on pre-order, but when it started to be shipped around and certain, artists started working on it, I saw these babies, guys, and I didn't like any version of this kit. Now this is, I don't want any people to twist this into me criticizing the artist's work. I just simply did not like the kit, the way it looked, done or not done. And I realized my mistake. What I did was not really liking the kit itself. I just fell in love with this certain baby, this one particular version that was a prototype. And so my advice to all collectors, especially the new ones, do not go and look at prototypes and do not base your choices on prototypes only, guys. Go and see, if you can, go and see the blank kit. Try to zoom on details on the kits. Try to look at the proportions of limbs. That's another thing, that I will talk in my next discussion piece, and that is proportions of the limbs. Because I realized no matter what version I saw, I absolutely did not like the kit. First of all, I overlooked, or I did not overlook, I knew that the kit came with 3/4 arms, which is a big no-no for me. I cannot deal with partial limbs. I'm not even going into the partial legs, which is absolutely, I can't bond with those babies. I had a baby like that, my very first Reborn, and he was adorable, but he did nothing for me, I was really bothered by that. And then my twin A's, I had two versions, two of them. No, I just can't, unfortunately. And I was thinking that I could overlook it. I didn't even get that doll, guys, because I decided, you know what, this was a mistake. And I have to agree on this. I have to mention Kimberly, because she mentioned this a long time ago in one of her videos, that she never looks at prototypes, she always looks at the blank kits. And I really do think it's a good idea, guys. I made this mistake, so that blank kit is going back to McPherson's. and I was on the search of another kid. I was in a hurry, so there still is this adorable kid, which is Leo by Phil Donnelly. And I like Phil Donnelly's babies. I really do think that her kids are very proportionate. I like bigger hands and bigger feet. I don't like teeny tiny hands that looks way too small compared to heads. And that's one of the my pet peeves, and I loved a lot of kids, guys. That was probably the first time that I was really actively searching to find the kid that I would like, because I really do want to have that baby done. But I have to tell you, Susie would have to tell you, and my friends, what they went through with me for the past few weeks, sending them, what is that? Oh my goodness! Okay, guys, I apologize, but there was a little jumping spider. It jumped out of nowhere, hopefully not from my head or something. Oh my gosh, because I was a few minutes before I was starting to make the video, I went outside. So hopefully it was not on me the whole time. But anyways, where was I? So I was saying, I started searching for the new kid. And that was probably the very first time that I was searching for the kid on websites, because all the time before I saw the baby either or on eBay or on social media, and I saw the kid and I wanted that baby. Of course I do go to McPherson's from time to time, and yeah, there are certain kids like Chloe. I saw Chloe first, her clay, when she was still in clay, and I fell in love, and I kept searching McPherson's for updates and all. But otherwise, I do go and I look at the new kids, but not searching for my future baby. I just like to keep educated, and I like to be on track when it comes to new kids, new releases, what's new, what are the new trends of sculpting, all that kind of thing. So, but this was the very first time that I really needed to come up with some kind of the sculpt, because I really want that baby. And now more I was thinking about it, more I was getting emotional. So I found this kit, Leo by Phil Donnelly. I always loved Phil Donnelly babies. I think they're amazingly proportionate. Their hands and their feet are bigger. They're not teeny tiny. They look very nicely. They and proportionate when it comes, compared to their heads, to the kids' heads. Because, sometimes some kids, I absolutely adore, let's say I adore Toby Morgan's sculpt. Amazing, so cute, but unfortunately there's something about the hands that I can't get over, and I think those hands are on some kids, or at least it's on the pictures, I don't know, but they are way too tiny for me. I feel like they're way too tiny compared to their heads, so proportions are off. But I really love Phil Donnelly, I always did, so I ordered this Leo kit by Phil Donnelly. And there's another thing that I wanted to talk about, and that's how websites need to be more accurate when it comes to dimensions. Please, I would like to ask all dealer websites. These kits are not cheap. They range about, for all artist kits, they're about $100. 109 Laura Lee Eagles kits is $150. I would really be grateful if these websites would not post information when it comes to length of the kit, approximately 19 to 20 inches, approximately 20 to 21 inches. Because Leo's kit was listed exactly like that, approximately 19 inches to 20 inches. And when the kit came, guys, Susie, one day I received a phone call, and Susie calls me and she goes, well, Katie, this little kid, that's not a newborn size. And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, this baby is not going to be your newborn. He is as big as Saskia almost, like Charlotte. So she sends me the pictures, and yes, guys, his upper limbs, his hands are even, one hand is even longer than Saskia's. His feet, they are not as chunky as Saskia's, but they're almost the same, and Saskia is much bigger kid. So I really do, I think I wish that there would be some store or some, there's some place there where I could go and get the feel of the kid before I, committed to buy that kid. And this whole process, it's very stressful because I know quite few people who ended up with numerous kids because these kids were different or came with funky bodies, or they got these kids for all wrong reasons. But that's, of course, if you buy the kid and you make mistake like I did, falling in love with prototype, and then not liking the kid when you receive it, that's one thing. That's not on the dealer or the artist, the sculptor. But if I order 19 inches kit and it comes and it's humongous, I can guarantee you I'm not happy. And I'm so glad that I went to the doll show, because after seeing those pictures of Leo Donnelly kit, I decided that I would get yet another kit, guys, okay? The third one. How ridiculous is that? So I was at the end of my wits, and I really want to thank all of my friends and to Susie for for their patience and their help, and searching with me, giving me suggestions, discussing, having these never-ending discussions with me about what I want, because at that point, guys, you know me, I'm that kind of collector who likes one kit out of 15 or 20. Unfortunately, I'm not the collector who likes them all. I'm very particular, and I have the plan and vision for each of my babies. I have only few babies, and most of the kits, it's not that I don't like them, I just don't have to have them. And for me, I really do have to love the kit for me to pay that kind of money to commit to that kit. So one of these kits that I was considering was Raphael, and absolutely there were few kits, and I was really, actually on Sunday morning I woke up and I was pretty sure that I was going to order Raphael, because the website said, again, about 20 inches, and 20 inches, Ella is 19, she's a perfect newborn. So 20 inches is perfection. So I really thought as soon as I get back from the show, I will order Raphael kit. And now, thanks goodness, I went to that show, and Jacqueline had one of the babies was her Raphael by Sheila Mrovka. Gorgeous kit, gorgeous baby, absolutely fabulous. If you want to have a 3-month-old. That kid was big, as I said in my previous video. He was, first of all, guys, what my recommendation would be, if you look at the kid, and do not only look at the length, look at the proportions, look at the limbs. If the limbs are chubby, that means that baby is not going to be dainty newborn. That means that baby, you as well may end up with a 3-month-old field. And that Raphael I had the feeling the same, I was experiencing the same feeling when it comes to size and dimensions as when I hold my Saskias. So yes, thanks goodness I went, because I would end up with yet another kid that I would be either returning, guys, or I would be just selling, and you know how that goes. So it takes forever to sell the kid, unless it's very, rare sold out edition, and you're offering that kit for a low price. Otherwise, you know, usually people prefer to go to dealer's website. So yeah, guys, if anybody's interested, I still have my Phil Donnelly kit. It's a beautiful kit. It does come with a matching slip, though cloth body. You wouldn't need a cloth body, and it is a gorgeous baby, but he's not exactly your newborn. I would say think about 1 or 2 month old baby. That would be the size that I would think it would be very appropriate for that kid. And she's all full. She's like, Mama, you're drowning me in all that milk. Okay, honey, let's burp you. Hi, aunties. And there's Ella burping here. Yeah, good job. Okay, let me pose you here for aunties. I will keep her in the little beep for picture purposes, guys, but I will give her, see, and this is all her hair. And I'm not happy about that. As soon as I finish this video, I'm going to probably contact Cynthia and just get this into the motion, because it stresses me out, guys. So yes, ladies, that would be it. Ella is all full. Here's her little toy. I want to thank you for sticking up till the end. Please feel free commenting in the comment section. Oh, and I forgot her booties, so let me put the booties on her. For goodness sake, what is wrong with me? That spider completely derailed the whole video. Okay, guys, so again, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to hear your opinion on this topic, and I will be back with another video probably tomorrow. Thank you, and have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And remember, 2 more days till the weekend. Bye!